Well, hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Formula 124, and today we got ourselves ready for the Belgium Grand Prix, where it's done like that George Russell could potentially take the lead of the World Championship. It's expected for him to do that today, but it's been on the roll the last couple of races, and he's been proving everybody wrong. I would love to beat him, but of course, in the last episode, we had special episode, we had two races, we had the end, which was obviously really bad, and with Tor, we got the best performing car right now, which is good. McLaren are, got their performance part being taken out from them, which means I automatically go to the top, and Russell's not that far off from Lando Norris, so you got the chance to beat him and take the lead of the World Championship. Oh, I need to make sure I get close, but unfortunately I made a mistake in my third run in qualifying race. So of course the time it's quite bad, so I'm trying to recover it if I can, which is not doing too shabby right now, but the problem is the tyre is more and worn out. But of the mistake I've made, I'm not really going to have the best lap time, but we might be able to make a push for top 5 as they currently stand and looking really nice. So hopefully that can be the case to our Belgium last season. We came close, really it, but we got taken from it because the penalty, and Alex Dalboy had taken his first victory at the Belgium Grand Prix. Tilly obviously tired of it now. It's between me and Russell at the McLaren anyway, so things are a little bit different, and I end up going 8th. I won 8th. Unfortunately, that was not good run at all, with Russell on the pole, trying to tell second Lando. The Belgium is now getting ready to go underway.
Welcome to this visit to the Ardennes countryside. Spa-Francorchamps hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925, and this historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike. And us here in the commentary box too. So it's a warm welcome from the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track's a great one for fans of pure speed, and the average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles per hour. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Daniel, Verstappen, Sainz, Perez, Ocon, Behrman, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Sonoda, Joe, Vesti, Iwasa, Fittipaldi, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish. But let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Big pressure at the start of the race, Crofty, for all of them up and down the grid, no matter where you are. But the drivers these days, they practice, practice and practice. They have rigs with them at the circuit where they can sit down with the actual steering wheel from the real car, and they've got lights that they react to. The clutch paddle is tailored around the driver's hands, around their fingers, so they can have optimum position before they start. So there's so much thought and effort that goes into getting these cars off the line.
Belgium Grand Prix now get ready to go underway. Of course, it's not actually going to be one stop. And I was thinking maybe I can do stop tyres to hard tyre, but I thought just stick to medium. We're going to make a bit push on the medium to them down in P7 now. Thanks to someone penalty that helped me out a little bit. Now, with the advantage of moving up one place, and I'm on the inside line of the racing line from the corner in turn 1. We need the best start and send it on the inside to get the advantage, be able to push hard again Russell again ordered stop tyre ahead of her. That the hope I'll be able to pull it off as we all now lined up to the waiting for the 5 minutes left to get ready to go underway. It Belgium Rompin Russell what a start for himself. McLaren lot of the Piat did not get the back star. I'm on the inside lot, I'm sending on the inside, made it 3 wide, we land another in the middle, and Ferrari Pierre Gasly on the outside and managed to get there and overtaken Lando Norris. We beat Piastri on the start, so we know we had the back start, which is really good to see. Russell and Leclerc had the good start and start. We've got more fighting going on the straight line. Audi's sturdy appellate is rushing on with Carlos side and Max Verstappen battled with each other. Hamilton pieces got out the Piastri behind him with Esteban Ocon who's down in P8. They're having a really good start so far. Hamilton, who's unfortunately having a little bit of a performance here on the top, which is bad for him. He wanted to be the world champion, 8th world champion, but right now that seems tired of falling away. But then always change. Like for me, I had that big incident that I top and made a star for the order, and right now I've got the chance for the win, and I want to make sure I stick to it and get the victory that I know I deserve. But Russell is doing exceptional well, and I cannot believe how he's doing it right now. But we're looking on the replay with the star that I have, where we're beating Piastri and Hamilton as well, and of course sending on the inside, luckily, then with the space, because we know how it can tend to not to have space. We managed to find the space and to get over to that positive for us, and now we up the P rated, we overtaking Gasly. We now can try and take down Charles Leclerc, take down George Russell, but then both tries to got the advantage because he stops higher. It tries strong in the first couple laps, but the medium tyre would come alive and was definitely start chasing down. But of course, the Mercedes is a lot faster. The tyre behind Mercedes in performance is McLaren, and McLaren kind of not involved right now, and we're looking more fun down the bottom in the final corner coming out right now with Iron Rockstar trying to be backseat, and they are battled each other for their 80th place. But of course, they had not been very good. Kevin Magnussen, who were the one that taken the penalty, which is unfortunate for Magnussen. He was not the one who saved, allowed me to meet up a place anyway. But we're now on board with me, who's starting catching Charles Leclerc, but we have the DRS that helped that was get closer, but we're not that close to be able to make a move. But we see the replay with the overtake from Lando the Piastri, policy the Piastri. It's fighting Esteban Ocon, battling for each other for the play, and Ocon has beaten Piastri, Lando Norris, and Pierre Gasly had starting falling away, which is good to see. We know we got the best play, and we know the car in front of us got a really good play at the arm, tried to find the spot to overtake Charles Leclerc, tried to send it, we couldn't do it, had to do a mini switch spat, tried to get the best exit possible by leaving it a little bit early, and we tried to see if we can get it done. But I had to be sensible, not to stand on the inside to Charles. Not going to allow me to do it that easily. But we got the chance now with the DRS, so we got the opportunity to try to catch up, even though Charles Leclerc will get the DRS from George Russell. But right now it doesn't. Charles Leclerc have not no DRS from George Russell. That still stand. It looks like it will, as we are now going for the move on the inside line, staying to it and overtaking Charles Leclerc, and I've got close to George Russell, who's on short tyre by the way. He definitely have not taken the advantage with my fight and Charles Leclerc. Frankly, it was not much to fight, but unfortunately, we have got a problem with our real win, but it's actually ER got a problem, but we've got no DRS, so ER is actually working fine. It's the DRS, I think the engineer has got it wrong way around. I think the DRS had a problem, and we got allowed another on the inside of Pierre Gasly. Will he be able to get the looks like him side by side? He stayed committed to the speed, and he done the P4, but allowed another, but he's 2.5 seconds behind of Charles Leclerc. Piastri down P8. He definitely not made any problem though. Tried to get back at Esteban Ocon, so that not worked out so far for Piastri. Now jump forward to lap step. We're still dealing with the other, but I think it's actually the other for sure, but I've not been able to activate my the other at all. The button is even working, so there's the issue with the other for sure, so I have to try and just need everything I know in my head that speed is the key to try to stay close to Jordan Russell. Jack, he's slotting a little bit, had an incident, Jack, he had a little problem, he locked up, Pierre Jack, he had locked up into the level, he now tumbling down the order. Jacqueline had made the mistake that you cannot afford for the Ferrari. It now tumbled down to P20 and it lost so much time, but you got so much work to do right now to try to get back in the fight. But will that be the case for Jacqueline? Would you like to find out when that comes for him? Hamilton, who spotted the whole crazy laptop from Pierre Gasly, he's done really well avoiding it, but he was quite close to him, and he tried to anticipate that, and it's gone through, didn't even care, and it's just waved by, and it's gonna have the pressure from Hamilton towards Gasly. It's quite a big one with the steam out right now, and I'm now starting catching up, but I'm actually not catching up, I'm just catching up based on the speed of my car, even though we both got the same engine, the same performance. It clearly kind of made no difference. It's, we can see I'm getting closer, so that tells me this soft tyre is actually started to struggle a little bit, and we got the fight in this live timing with both Racing Ball, Newton Tanone and Bearman are back to each other, and Newton now don't do an overtake on Bearman, but that's not matter. No point in for Newton Tanone, and it's not even anywhere near Lance Law at all. But we now jump to lap 8, continuing try to stay close, and we got Lando Norris, who now caught up Charles Leclerc on the inside. You don't, Lando, what a move! He committed to it, he knows what he's doing, and it paid off for him. We got slow in the last time of back to the with one of the Audi with the Sergio Perez side by side, keeping the civil for sure. And who's doing for the last one to break? It looks like slow, so it start the hair of Sergio Perez, but Perez in the spirit love, he knows what he's doing. No, he doesn't. Slow has beaten Perez, and Max Verstappen is still not managed to do anything against the Carlos side, despite the gap being 1 second. But no, the other, yeah, but Max Verstappen, he might be able to find opportunity for overtake for himself against Carlos side. Ocon Piastri, still P6 and 7, Piastri not putting a fight. Hamilton, Charles Leclerc not in a fight at the moment. Lando Norris is started catching up, but of course we are now forcing my way through and overtaking George Russell. I just ran for it. I saw the opportunity to do the bot stop to chain, and I've taken it, and I'm happy about that. Now I can try to pull away because I've got the advantage with the tyre wear. My tyre wear isn't bad at George Russell right now, so I can try to pull away, but of course, with George Russell not having the same problem as me, he got the other, he will be able to open it, win, and catch up to me. That is obviously the case for Jordan Russell, but for me, I'm just to try to defend as much as I can as we are starting to enter the lap 10 and more. Sometimes now coming in, Charles Leclerc is the first one in to put a new tyre on. I'm assuming it's going to be medium tyre, it could be a hard tyre. Don't know what the plan here for Charles Leclerc. We've got Piastri that also follows those to put a new tyre on, and looks like it's going to be hard tyre. No, it's not, it's a medium tyre. Medium tyre has popped on for Charles Leclerc and the Piastri. And I believe there's another car in with Iron Master. I'm just double check that one out, and now they are coming out, and Iron Master it's another car in, but I think you had the issue. You might have the slow stop that is not good for Iron Master Kate, but for me, continuing defending against Jordan Russell, because obviously he's on form compared to me. I've been very, very unlucky in the last couple racing, and I want to make sure I commit and just take the win this long point, and I've torn Andrea that I'm coming in this lap, hoping they would force George Russell to stay out for another lap, so that way he'd be able to come in and have no problem whatsoever with double stacks or not. But it looks like that is not the case. We are about to begin our controversy war in the pit stop, with me being the first one to come in, and George Russell is going to have to wait for ages. He's going to start losing places, and I'm now out. I'm going to take the lead off the bottom long plane, continuing that performance here. Russell had now started losing places, more cars started coming in, but don't forget, Lando Luther came in, Charles Luther came in, they got the advantage. Piastri had Luther came in, got the advantage. Ocon Hamilton also came in, I believe so as well. Will Hamilton be able to overtake George Russell? And looks like that's not the case. Ocon is ahead of Russell. Russell is behind Esteban Ocon. Ocon hoping will defend against Russell, but he got the chance to finish top 5, so I'm hoping he put his big boost on and put the elbow out again to George Russell, but George Russell was clearly man on mission to try to catch up to me for sure. I'm still in the lead of taking, basically you can say, an advantage of the whole situation. I've already told my injury that I'm coming in. Russell should have knew that I'm coming in, well, but he would have been told, but it didn't happen, and he made a mistake. He made it go back, he's sleeping it, and Leclerc had overtaken Lando Norris, and we got the fight with George Russell, who's now going to put it away. On the inside, Stevie overtake at the ban. Ocon, it looked like it's an easy work for George Russell. He's now ahead of Esteban Ocon. Was even a hard of overtake from Russell than for the help Ocon. Now at the time, make sure he did not catch up to me, even though I'm about these seconds ahead of basically Charles Leclerc, but I can still be able to increase it. But Russell is not clearly faster than I've expected him to be, and we got another fight again between Charles Leclerc and Lando. In lap 15, Lando takes his place back and gone up P2. Charles Leclerc, Piastri now got Russell caught up to him. Now Piastri needs a defend through the top. Ocon has been overtaken by Russell. Had the bit spin. Ocon had a mistake and he spun it out and he made the contact with Hamilton, and Hamilton didn't expect, he don't know where to go. He blocked off for avoiding action on Esteban Ocon, and that brought out the red flag. And I made a mistake like that. Oh no, I went off the track by mistake. I think the Siri had stopped working than draw for the red flag that allowed me to reset the steering wheel down to this for that, and it's a replay of what happened. That was bad from Ocon. He definitely can't afford that. He did his Silverstone and he did it again. Not good. And I'm now getting ready to begin my racing on the restart. Lap 17, medium tyre on, a brand new one. And the light has gone out on the restart. I had a fantastic start from my start, which is good. Both McLaren did not have the best start, but it's George Russell. He's now on Lawrence style. Lando Norris, don't forget, he was in P5. And now he's up in P3 if he gets the best exit on land, but they are about to go into the road. George Russell is going to commit to it 100%, and he's now ahead of Lando Norris. Carlos side overtaken Piastri, but he's now side by side. And we got the fight here with Charles Leclerc. Russell moved over to the inside line. He's going to make it really wide, but he now turned to side by side, and Russell overtaken Charles Leclerc, and he's on the stop tyre. I am now scared, but Russell will be the one who is braving up to bring the fight to me, but he is definitely peeved off with the fact that I've done what I did. But now we got the 14 issue with my DR. Don't forget, I had the issue with my ER, and nothing wrong with it. But now my DR got introduced, so if Russell overtakes me, I'm in a bit of trouble because I can't catch up to him with the DR. I had a little laptop, I then went off the track. I made a mistake with my steering and I tore the laptop. Russell is now taking the lead of the Belgian long plane, but he didn't be able to keep it long at that break very late. Sent it way too far. Russell made the switch back. He's now side by side going through the road and needs to stay ahead of George Russell. And I'm not scared. I'm not backing down at all. I have retaken my lead from George Russell. I'm not going to make it easy for him. I don't care it will come together, but all of it will be his own fault. We're not thinking about backing away. I don't care. I'm staying to it. I'm not allowed another who unfortunately had been overtaken by a child Leclerc. They are now fighting with each other again for the podium, and we got the fight down in the bottom basically. Iron Butter had overtaken Hulkenberg for that P11, but Iron Butter isn't that far behind from Stroll. But we can see maybe there's the pace issue with Aston Martin, which might allow the Williams to start catching up to him. So Iron Buster specifically, and maybe catch up to Esteban Ocon to also catch up to the car ahead of him, which I believe is Hamilton. So there's a bit of a fight between Aston Martin and the Williams, though it might be very exciting to see what to go down. But I'm now coming out my final corner, ready to begin my final lap with George Russell with his wing open. He is not going to let that one go that easy. He's going to do something, and I bet that I'm betting that I am going to do something stupid as well by putting my body across the track, making sure he stays behind me. The car side, very good racing, P6 not too bad. Matt, another good racing moved up a place, so that's good for Matt Verstappen. But he's turning our attention to George Russell as he's now making it move on the left. He did not get it done. It was not that fast enough as I put my ER on to help my defender, and I stayed ahead of George Russell. Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris are battling with each other. Charles Leclerc managed to stay ahead of Lando Norris. Defender out the D10 to stay ahead of Lando Norris, but Russell should have not made any progress on overtaking me. Got close to it in lap 18, but I made two mistakes, but managed to salvage that, and now I'm on fire to try to keep it together for as long as I can, so I can bring the car home, clean it with the other issue. What I'm hoping for is that no more issue to it that might cause my car to blow up like Silverstone, but right now I've not been told there's an issue, which is good, but no deal that helping me Russell on the soft tyre might have better advantage than me potentially, but we don't lose the but stop chain. I'm still ahead, and I'm going to try and take that to the final corner to win my race. Russell still not caught up to me. He's not sending it, nothing whatsoever. I'm now coming up my final corner to win the Belgium Grand Prix finally.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
Well, Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
What on like P8 up to a win. Despite the red flag happen, I've still managed to hold on. Then draw and with the other, which I'm assuming is actually the other twice. I've dealt with issue twice the other day, and I've managed to take his home with the win, and now starting to catch it up in a little bit, but Russell on the podium, which means he tried to start to pull away a little bit, not away from Lando, at least now in the lead of the world champion for the third time in his career. I'm not happy about it. I'm wanting it to be me. But of course, with the penalty that occurred to Ocon, 10-second penalty with duty because he made an incident with Hamilton, which made him lose so much place down P15. Unfortunately, Russell in the lead point, me 47 points behind Russell. That is not good, but I know I still got the chance. We now don't pass the halfway through the season. We're about to head over to Davidor next, and I know I can do well at Davidor. I'm going to make sure I win that long point and beat Russell, but in construction, pretty solid. 35 points ahead of McLaren, because we had that 1-2 which helped massively. So that's solid work. I mean, I think give George Russell a handshake for good racing. We have not came together, yet we came together rather close in lap 18. But we still had a good racing, especially what happened in Canada, where me and Russell came together and went straight into the wall. Big time around, with more of a civil. We know what we're doing, that good. That's just for us to now join the end of the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and stay tuned in for the next long play, which is going to be Davaldor. But right now, I've got summer break, and I'm going to take all the time off to reinvent myself and try to get the fixture over in the Davaldor long play. So thanks for watching, please like and dislike my video, do what I appreciate it, and peace out.